Hey guys, Enderby here, and today I'm making a video on Hytale and why I want it, what my misconceptions are from, like some common misconceptions, why I'm concerned, what I want from it, why I'm hyped, you know, basic shit like that, and some context. Is
Okay, I'm done. This is a very jank recording
Oh, thank
already.
God, I had to restart it like 3 times. Anyway, so for context, with my friend here, Mike is hyper. That's his name. Say hi.
I
We have like totally different gaming hit genres, and even gaming history on Hytale, on Hypixel. They're
not how
like
Pixel is.
completely different. For me, most of my time on Minecraft, I didn't play it, especially not on
You didn't play.
not even on fucking Hypixel. Like but the moment they added a skyblock, dude, I
That was
put
your
like
shit.
2,000 hours into it. No, I think I had
That
like
was
over. I think I
obsessed.
actually over had like 3,000. Flex my
Jesus.
stat. Flex my stats. Hold
Flex your stats.
on. Playtime. Yeah, there we go. There's my playtime on my main profile. This is actually my second one. I have like a almost 50k skill average. I haven't played this game in so long. It's actually kind of crazy. Um, but I didn't enjoy it because my high pixel because like it just wasn't my type of game. I prefer RPG games, shit like that. And let's just say Hytale is really hitting that fancy. What about you? What you now you can explain yours.
Um, my history with I'm gonna go with history of Minecraft first. I started playing initially on the Xbox 360 edition when that first came out, and it to me it was just like Legos on the TV, and it was so good, and it just allowed me to be creative and express myself. But I did really fall in love with that survival game loop even early on. Um, but with Hypixel, oh my god, I almost made the same mistake you did. Um, that's when I really started getting into PvP. Especially with Sky Wars. That was the first main mode I played, and that was kind of still my main mode that I played the whole time. Um, I put a fuck ton of time on. I started getting active on Hypixel around 2016, 2017. So I sticked with the PvP modes. I never got into Skyblock the other fucker. And so I'm mainly really excited about the exploration and the building aspect as well. But I'm mainly excited about the PvP. Is that about the PvP and just the different ways of combat because I do like magic combat in games compared to Enderbite. I mean, she loves melee. Also, I love shooters. I fucking so shooting and magic, those being in Hytale, amazing. You
All right.
wanna?
I'm gonna give my history a bit because I do have quite a bit of history. I kind of just skimmed over it to be honest.
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
started playing in on Xbox, I think. Xbox One. Oh, Xbox One edition with my like siblings. I
Hey,
didn't start
360, I'm better.
playing I didn't play start playing Java until what, like 2018 when we were in middle school.
Yeah, I started playing
And
Java
not even
20.
2018. I think it was like maybe I
It was
don't know.
2012 as
When
well.
the fuck were we in middle school?
It
Jesus
was
Christ.
2018.
2018 seriously?
Yes,
So it took me
it
a
was.
year to get into Skyblock. That's crazy. So I put most of my time in around that time. That's crazy. Actually, no, I
Yeah.
didn't really get in
Also,
on 2019. I don't know. Either
I
way, either way. So yeah, I started playing. He tried to get me into the PvP modes. It just never really like clicked with me. I also really didn't have the good enough computer to be doing that on to begin
you were
with.
on trackpad. You
I
were
was
on
chilling on
trackpad.
trackpad, dude. It was so bad. Um, it's a whole thing. But I finally I have an actual computer now, and that's when I really got into fucking Skyblock.
The timeline is fucking the timeline got fucked when you got a better computer than me. That's when the timeline went
Yeah, it
to shit.
did. Yeah, it did. Because now I have such a better computer than him. Because he did surpass me like shortly. No, I think it's like debatable.
It
Because I have
was
no idea if the 1650 is. They definitely had a better CPU from the start, but
Mm.
GPU wise, that's where it's up for debate. Because I don't
It
really,
was
I
literally
assume,
it
I
was the
assume it's
second you upgraded to your 40 card. That's when you overtook me.
yeah. Well, I always overtook you in CPU because you were chilling with what a fucking
The 2320 for so many.
yo.
That shit was a tank. That shit deserves a veteran discount. That
Jesus
shit deserves
Christ.
all. Hey, hey, back in my day, Intel was fucking good.
They were still good until fucking the 13th series, 13 14 series, where they fucking decided to make their CPUs like literally function like dog shit. Technically, they're actually coming
Who
back
needs
because of the
who
RAM
needs a
shortage.
double digit generation CPU?
Anyway, we're getting a little off track here. Yeah. So why I'm excited for Hytale? Obviously, it's hitting that scratch. RPG game. One of my biggest complaints with Minecraft is that the RPG mechanics are so unbelievably like barren. Like they're so unbelievably like I don't know what the word here would
Shallow.
be. Hollow. Yeah, there we go. That's the right word. Hollow. They don't have any depth. And I understand that because it's more of a sandbox, competitive, like sandbox creative game. And I'm not expecting Minecraft to be my Hytale, you know. But I did want
Expecting
it that.
Minecraft shake.
I did wanted Minecraft to function like that at the same time. But I understand why it wasn't, you know. I did try with like mods and shit, but mods obviously could never really make the game because at that point the game just got confusing because nothing made any sense because they're trying to make the game what it's not. And that's part of the reason why I'm so excited for Hytale. Fucking the combat, the melee combat specifically, like the movement tech, like it looks so in depth and like they
A
actually
fucking leap.
that leap with the dual daggers just fucking sent me, dude.
The
Um,
second I saw that leap in the gameplay trailer, I straight to your DMs.
that shit was so nutty. That's kind of the kind of thing because you have to
Is
understand. Like I've wanted
it?
a Minecraft like RPG for years, and yes, I know there's Terraria. Yeah, I know there's all sorts of them
There's
out
like
there. Technically, there's
a
like
crowd with like
vintage story, but like that's not
yeah,
even that's
that's
like that's just like doing
that's not really
difficulty to
RPG.
difficulty.
That's
It doesn't really function like an
yeah, that's
RPG.
closer to like RL Craft than
Yeah, basically, it's
Hytale.
just trying to make Minecraft more realistic, if you will.
More
But
challenging.
yeah, in a sense, that's basically what it is, and that's what I want. I don't want that. Well, no, that's not what I want. I want an RPG. I want one that functions, lets me role play, lets me fucking they make me act like a fucking ninja if I fucking want to. You know, shit like that. And I'm excited that they have magic and shit. Though I've never really
Yo, what
actively
up?
cared for it in most games,
Because you're
specifically
stupid.
Skyrim. I don't know, something in my brain when I see a sword, I'm like, dude, what even is magic anyway, bro? And I like immediately choose the melee combat because that's just me. I
For
don't
me
know.
to for me to like a sword, it has to be a cool ass sword, like the fucking
I don't know.
energy sword and the buster sword. Those are cool ass swords.
Yeah, they are. I don't know. That's like just something in my brain. Like, even though I should totally be more
Huh?
interested in magic, I just never have. I've never been into it because I feel like having to wait to be able to do something instead of being able to hit him with a sword has always been dumb. I don't know. Anyway, it's on to the next topic. All right, you can go. What was the next topic?
Wait, what was the next topic? Oh, I never explained why I'm excited. By the
Oh
way.
yeah. Then you explain why you're excited.
I'm excited for a competitor of Minecraft because it feels like they have been kind of sitting there and
Valid.
ignoring the community of
That's
features
definitely
they
a
do want
very, very good complaint.
compared to Hypixel games where they've been doing nothing but communicating and listening to the community since Simon's gotten the game back. So the lack of communication, A, from Mojang, the lack of listening to like what the community actually wants. So I do kind of just want Hytale there to compete with Minecraft, so Mojang can kind of get on their asses and realize they just can't sit there and just win.
Yeah, and stop being like a
Um,
monopoly, because that's kind of what Minecraft is in a sense. Because there's nothing really
that
like Minecraft.
and they've just been kind of dumbing down Minecraft in its marketing recently, and I
Yeah,
don't like that. So I don't like the direction Minecraft's been going in the past few years, and I do just kind of want something to kind of mature and grow off of that. Granted, I'm not really comparing Minecraft to Hytale because they're two different games at their core, but they will absolutely have that like the same fan base,
Yeah.
like overlapping
That's
fan
the
base.
same point I made.
Um,
Is there anything else, or are we
why
good?
am why am I excited? Fuck. I'm excited to see what the community will do with the tools because there are so many
Oh yeah,
fucking
I completely
amazing
forgot about the
tools.
machinima shit. That shit looks really cool.
Machinima,
That'll be the
dude,
first time I actively go in depth and make a
I'm
shit like that because
hyped.
it looks super
I
easy for me, even me to do. And
y'all Hytale community, I'm speaking to your souls. Y'all need to create some good machinima shit. I
not
grew up
real.
watching RVB and a bunch of other machinima shows. We are handed a silver platter of
I grew
machinima
up
tools.
with
We
shitty
need to take
Minecraft
we
roleplay,
need to
so I
take
know
advantage
I'm
of it.
talking from. Yes, yes,
I
do
will
that.
I will shit. Maybe I'll make some machinima.
We both should
I
make some
will.
machinima for real.
We need to make shit together.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm just
One of the things we're definitely a little like. Okay, so this is more of a me thing. He doesn't really have any like inherent issues with this, but like there's a lot of misconceptions about Hytale I've seen. And it's almost always kind of the same shit. It's
don't
people
let people be stupid.
treating Minecraft like Hytale like it's Minecraft or trying to compete with Minecraft when it's more of just in the same ballpark. Yeah, they're going to eventually obviously compete, but that's not what they're going for. You know, at least I don't think it is. They're also like two totally different games and two totally different audiences. Thank you. Holy shit.
Yes.
Um, so
That and
like
it's not like Hytale is trying to steal the Minecraft community because it will physically not be able to.
there's just
Because
something like Hytale is gonna not be able to get all the creative people because the creative people, well, there will be some, right? Because you can be really creative with it, but you won't get everyone.
seeing absolutely with
Minecraft
the
is
creative
one
tools as well.
Minecraft is 100% just straight up a sandbox, and it's how people have treated it. And there's going to
Yeah.
be just some certain things lacking from Hytale that just simply won't be there. Another complaint is obviously the straight up like calling it a copy. I've seen that. I've already actually talked about that. I don't know. And I've basically kind of hit all fucking. Besides the whole like people not wanting in depth combat, which has been a very interesting one I've seen, which is weird. Cause like I understand why they don't want it in Minecraft, cause kind of Minecraft isn't built to have that, and any mod that tries to do it just makes you end up having an aneurysm. Cause like it's not you're trying to
Yeah.
do something that's not inherently what the game is made to do. But like if the game had that shit built in from the core, I don't see the issue, cause like that's why I'm always disappointed by survival. Cause survival, for context, like I've never really liked survival solely because it just feels like it ends too quickly.
That gameplay, yeah, that gameplay. I have to purposefully nerf myself
Like the only
to
time I
make it
enjoyed it was when
last
I played
longer.
it like he did, nerfed myself to the ground and just focused on building shit.
And
When
that's
I
low-key
much
what kills this
prefer,
world.
and then it slowly just makes it boring because you're forcing yourself to be weaker and you can't progress really, so you're just over there fucking around. Which
That and
is
doesn't help that you don't like building.
that it's less that I don't like building, it's just more of I don't know how to like express my creativity
You
with the
start
building.
placing blocks.
You
A lot of my
say,
early
yes, I
building
understand that. I understand. It's just
was me
something in my
placing
brain.
dicks and shit around the map, and I fucking matured on from there. Do I still place dicks and shit? Absolutely. Will I be speedrunning first dick and hightail? Absolutely.
Like I get that, right? But it's just something in my brain with like building blocks, like placing a block and not having an immediate image in my head, and me ultimately just like not enjoying it because like my brain just doesn't comprehend it. I don't know. Just something in my brain doesn't click. It's an inherent issue with me, and that's just gonna be an issue with me, and that's just something
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna have to deal with. I don't know.
And I'm glad to see those creative tools to make bigger scale building more accessible. So I do have that hard time building on a larger scale. Slash, I
That's
just can't do
probably
it because
the
I can't.
second issue is I always try to go for a larger scale than I'm ready for, even though I'm very
That is
much a
definitely
novice
my biggest
builder.
problem with me trying to build in Minecraft is I have a hard time scaling myself.
I don't know. We basically hit all my common misconception points I had. Now here's our concerns. Well, it's less my concerns. I kind of just plagiarized them from Micah Cyper, but
Okay,
I
this is where
also
I
it's
just take
because he
over.
made a really very good concerns. You can take
Okay,
over, but I'll definitely
so
interlude every once in a while.
I'll give a little context. We were writing we were writing this together, and I just kept like talking about my points because he's like, "What do you mean concerns?" I'm like, I just dropped it. He's like, "Oh shit, these are valid." Um, my concerns are gonna be how much are you gonna be willing? Because is it gonna be an avatar creator instead of pixel for pixel, like Minecraft? So how much are you gonna be willing? How much are you gonna be able to express yourself in that vanilla? Because servers can make their own assets. How much are you gonna be able to express yourself in that vanilla game that's going against the Hytale aesthetic?
This
Can
is
you
where
go
we
like fully against that?
slightly change. I'm less worried inherently about that and more of just how likely are
Being
you
able
able
to
to
do
make
yourself.
yourself, like make something that's uniquely you and not just very similar to everyone else. And that's kind of something with
Here's the
every
thing.
creator builder.
I've seen like the mismatching of like the different like options of the character creator. I've looked kind of in depth to that a little bit. Um, I can already see myself with some of the cosmetics, especially out of that curse breaker, with the fucking.
Yeah, definitely picking that
I
one
can
up
already,
myself as well. I already
I
have.
could already see myself in that. So that's not my main concern. My main concern is someone else who wants to go completely against the Hytale aesthetic, because there are some crazy shit. Like, say if I want to like role play as a character, of something else, um,
Yeah,
how close can I get to creating that character?
yeah,
Because
and that's
right,
kind of
like
an issue. Some
my
people,
Minecraft skin is
everyone
a
kind of
current
has.
example. I have a Loki skin.
Yeah, that's kind of an
Will I be able
issue
to
with
recreate
everything
something like that in
though.
Hytale? Probably not, to be honest.
Mine is also a very valid one as well, because like I've kind of
Because
just mine is
yours is
literally
a
just
fucking
Red
OC.
Hood. Mine is literally just technically an OC in a sense, Purple Hood. I've called that's what we call him. He's literally just a version of Red Hood that has a purple hood. I don't know. And that's kind of what all mine are, to be fair. They're just like very specifically
Yeah,
unique, not unique necessarily, but just a unique take on the
yeah.
character, if that makes sense. And I can't, and that's kind of the issue, right? Is because I can't just upload an image and
Now, will that jankiness of being able to get close but not quite have its own charm? Yes, it
yes,
will,
yeah.
depending on the person. Because I do, because I'm gonna compare. I'm gonna pull a fucking book out of like Roblox. Pre UGC role like cosplaying. Some people fucking love that aesthetic
Oh, I loved it too.
and
That
will
shit was
still
fun.
go for that. Some people love that challenge. Some people love that jank of it not being quite. I personally didn't like it. That's just me though.
I liked it and disliked it at the same time, because even now
Oh,
I
yeah,
still can't quite get exactly what I want. I'm kind of forced to deal with a slight janks here and there. I found something that
yeah.
sort of works, but it's not exactly what I wanted. That's kind of just the
Um,
fault of me having a very specific color that doesn't really get actively
yeah,
made and everything.
yeah. Um, Move on to the next concern other than how in depth the character. Yeah, depth. Fucking
It's still an
how, because
in-depth
they're
thing.
going. Yeah. Um, how are they gonna keep supporting all these features? Because they're having all these cozy gameplay features, all these combat features, all these machinima features, all these creative features. How are they gonna keep all that? Like, how are they gonna show equal love to that overall like long term game? And will they? Because I don't want them to like leave a feature behind and it just kind of collect dust and just be kind of irrelevant over time.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you notice with Minecraft, though. That's kind of what they were going for, being a jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing. But you kind of notice they add something and then just straight up move on, and then there's like
Yeah,
no depth, and that's kind of why there's a lot of shit in there, but almost nothing
they're
has
all pretty shallow.
very shallow, and that is a very valid concern, especially like with balancing and shit, because like there's like totally different gameplay styles you can have. Like some very
Yeah, this
perfect
one was
example,
more of
me
a
and Micah Cyper. He's gonna go for like definitely a ranged build, and I'm 100% going for a
yeah,
melee based
spells.
build. So
Spells
the
and
issue would
shooting you in
be
the fucking head with a Glock.
how the fuck would they balance that to
Sounds
make
that. Yeah.
that work or doable because I'm sure there's going to be a PvP mood somewhere at some point
Oh,
down the line.
well,
Maybe
servers.
obviously, yeah, and servers, right? How are they going to balance that? Are they just going to straight up limit them
I mean,
to
well, so that's up to
people?
like servers, but I'm talking about like loading up just a co-op creative.
That's what I mean
We
though.
all
Like
just grabbing a weapon.
how is in general
How
that
balanced
going
will
to
that
be?
be?
Yeah. Cuz like that's like a very valid concern. And straight up just again like he said, how likely like my main thing is like even if they do originally like dip out on it, like leave it let it sit for a while because they feel like it's done. What if someone just like straight up has an issue with it that they can't get what they need done? How likely are they to come back to that issue, come back to that thing, and like give it new life if it needs it, like revamp it,
Yeah,
whatever. Like for instance, what if it starts showing age 10 years down the line, 10, 20 years, whatever?
yeah.
Are they
Cause
gonna
say if like the
willingly come back?
machinima, I say the machinima features get kind of just abandoned. I don't want to look and like rely on mods for that, like later down the line.
Yeah. And that's kind of the issue with Minecraft is the only way to even Minecraft from its very core is inherently flawed, so you kind of need mods to fix it. And that
Yeah,
is definitely a very bad thing about Minecraft. That's inherently an issue. Like it's good to be moddable, but it's bad when you're reliant on mods, if that makes sense. Because having to go off the game just to fix
yeah.
it is
I
a
mean, well,
turnoff for
mods are
quite
gonna
a
be
few
all
people.
built. It's gonna be all built into like the launcher and shit, so it's not
Okay,
like you have to go
well,
to
that's the
like
same thing with
an outside thing. Yeah.
technically that is what the Elder Scrolls does, but still, like
Uh,
how in depth is that? That's another thing. How in depth is how good is that launcher gonna be, and will there be outside support as well? And if so, how
no,
much
it's gonna
better
be
is
like
that
all
gonna
built.
be?
It's gonna be basically all built-in launcher, and it's gonna be kind of like Gary's mod, where you join a server and it's just gonna download all the mods instantly.
Okay, I don't know. Even then, that's still that's another issue because I don't know.
Oh, another concern I just got.
Yeah, what's up?
You join a server, it's gonna auto download mods and shit.
Oh, viruses. That's a good
What?
point. How are
Yeah.
they going to?
How? What can and can't mods do? Because
Yeah. Because that's an
what can mods
inherent, like, one
get?
of
That's
the
what I just now realized.
biggest issues with Skyblock is how much ratting is involved and how little is done about it. Say what you want, whoever you are, random viewer that's saying no, they don't, but like, it's a rampant issue. And so I originally lost my profile because of it. Because I didn't play after a very long time, didn't know anything. Yeah, they have security ish things like fucking what do you call it? Authenticators and shit, but like
Is that part of the reason why you're like a privacy nut now, and kind of just be extra careful about shit now?
I've
Is that part of
always
it,
been
or
like
not?
that. The thing is I've always been like that. It's just I never verbally showed it until like all the privacy shit kind of got thrown down my throat. That definitely played a part. It made me stop trusting people even more than I already did.
That's fair.
Like I had even less trust in people. That's why I'll never give anyone access to my account. Like I don't want anyone touching my shit.
That's very fair.
I don't know. And that's kind of and it's a good thing they do have like authenticators and shit, but that's not going to protect you client side while you're in the game. So like able to stay in your account. How do they fix that, you know? Like
Granted, we don't know how much.
how
Yeah,
deep does the mods go and how much control can it take over? Like what can it do, you know?
like can it grab like what like account information can it grab? I'm
Yeah,
sure
can it
there'll be
grab account
mods to
info?
yeah, because I'm sure there'll be mods that'll be like allowed to grab like username and like some kind of like UUID to keep track of that for like scoreboards or something or some kind of like leaderboard.
Mhm.
But
And
like
that's a valid concern and then obviously
what can
our
you do with that UUID
yeah, what
per
can you
se?
do? Because it physically gives you your UID, by the way, like on the website. So,
Mm,
what does that do? How much control does that give you if you were to say you get
Probably
access to it?
jack shit. I'm gonna be
Which
honest.
is good.
That's what most UUIDs do. This is
It's a very
this
valid
is just
concern, though, you
probably
know?
yeah valid concern, but it's probably not we're probably in good enough hands not to have to worry about it that much. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it inherently. I just like there's just like a certain level of like fear
Not
I
even account
have, even
shit, but like, what
installing
can mods do to your game
that
as well?
too. Like, how
Say
deep can it
you,
go?
say you,
How
yeah, say you join a malicious server and it just starts just fucking your shit up, like your save files and shit.
And another thing would be like if somehow like someone did hack you, how would they handle that punishment? What will happen to you? Will you get banned? Would they look into it? Cuz
Also, another, I feel like this might have been answered. I don't know. This could have been like answered at some point. I'm just unaware. How will server bans work? Because you could have multiple profiles under one account.
yeah.
How will that work? Say you get banned from a server, will that ban your account, or will that just ban that profile, or is it case by case basis?
But you could have more than one profile, so it can have like more than one
Yeah,
name.
yes, but you have to buy the game multiple times.
Okay.
But you can have it linked under one, like account.
Okay, that's good. All right. That's cool. All right. Does that yeah, that's that's what our last concern really is. How does that work? And also another thing would be
Nah, the last concern is the server shit.
oh, so yeah. That's
Can there be a 2b2t of, or like an anarchy server of Hytale where a server can just kind of go unchecked? Would that be allowed? And how clear will server guidelines be for server running? And would they step in for out of platform behavior?
yeah.
Like Mojang tried doing for Minecraft Online's Discord. I think it was Minecraft
Mhm.
Online's Discord.
Yeah, it was.
Of just that being toxic, would they step in for something being toxic? Granted, they're also working on parental controls. So just blacklist the fucking toxic servers from the parental controls. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, fair.
That's
But will they
yeah.
step in for out of platform actions?
Yeah.
That's also another concern.
That's definitely a very good one. Um I don't know if I can think of anything at the top of my head to be honest. I feel like that's kind of it. We hit basically all the points. What we want from it, we basically already stated. Um, what I'm hyped for, my concerns. Yeah, I don't know. Feel like we've hit
Right.
everything, so I feel
Did we hit
like
all the points?
I don't see anything I'm missing, unless you've seen one.
Uh, did we talk about like anything that we would want?
I don't think we did, but we sort of did.
I don't
The
know.
issue,
Kind of like all the things
if
we
you,
want is
yeah,
confirmed.
yeah, that's kind of the issue, really. Most of my wants would just be straight up what's already confirmed.
Yeah. Um, I want it to be a good game. I want it to live long. I do eventually want Steam.
Definitely, Steam is
And
definitely a top.
I want this communication between
Oh yeah,
the
communication's
dev
also a good
team.
one. Right now we've had
Yes,
really good communication.
yes.
How long is
Um,
that going to stay though?
yeah. This communication has been top tier great. And Simon's like even communicated recently of things that he thought went wrong and were kind of like unacceptable on his part. He's communicated that recently.
I'm just gonna die.
Like uh I forgot like what the tweet exactly said, but it's like he wish um that the pre-purchasing of it at that time was better, and he wishes that the email list was more full and complete and
Mm-hmm.
was sent out in a different order than what
Yeah.
it was sent out, because for username reservations as well. Because there was some people like because some of the last emails I got sent out were people that signed up for that 2018 beta.
Oh,
It
that.
just should have been sent out in the opposite order. Like those should have been the first emails sent out.
Yeah. That does suck, especially if like a name you wanted was taken. Like
Hyper.
Hyper, which I'm confused why someone like that was taken. To be
That shit
honest,
was gone instantly. Big
Ender
upset. Big
was
upset.
taken, which I was already expecting it to be.
Also, what
Hopefully,
the
no
fuck are
one's.
they gonna do to stop? What are they gonna do to stop the username sales? Because I'm already seeing that shit.
What
I'm
are they?
already seeing discussions
Who's?
of that, of people trying to like being open to selling their usernames.
What are
They're
they
like,
selling?
hey, I got the just username
What
reservation
username?
like
What
accounts.
username though? What username?
I forgot what fucking username, but like I saw people already talking about them wanting to sell. So that will pop up instantly, and I don't like that.
That is very
I'm gonna be honest.
disgusting, especially because, like, for instance, Minecraft had so many usernames that were definitely just sat on and never used after the fact. Like,
Hyper.
perfect example, Ender, I think, is one of those names
Like
that was
Hyper wasn't a migrated account, so that's just that. Like get release all the unmigrated
that too.
accounts.
Why the fuck are unnamed migrated accounts like straight up
Also, I'm
just
fucking up
cease to
heavy.
exist? Like, why is that a thing? I don't know. Like, I feel like it's a 30-minute
RP Bartos.
video. Bartos, yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. That shit was a fucking polyamorous Minecraft account. That shit had fucking 3 people playing on it.
Yeah,
The
like
lore behind Bartos.
I don't know. And I feel like how are they going to handle if for some reason they do change names? Like no, like if
There's
they
already an
for some reason they like obviously like oh yeah, perfect it was the YouTuber thing. If they like removed a YouTuber like your name because you for some reason were setting on a YouTuber's name. How do they handle that? Like do we know?
I assume it's gonna be the same as Minecraft, where they give you a random username and you can just change it
I
after.
know by default they gave you a random username and then you were supposed to like change it
Change it.
afterwards.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's gonna be the same process. You just get a random username, and then next time you open the game, you get
And
prompts
then
to be like, "Hey,
my second
change it."
question is like, what is the at what point does a YouTuber's name like get taken? If that makes sense, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
technically, Enderbite was
Say you
taken
have,
by a
yeah.
YouTuber.
Say you have a fucking username, and you're like unknown, and then a fucking YouTuber blows up with a username. It's like, "Hey, I want my username on this." Will they?
Will
I
they
doubt
end
it, 'cause
up
they
getting
won't be
it?
able. No, because I feel like if they see it's an active player, then no. Even
Obviously,
if it's
that's
inactive,
another thing. That's
I
another
would
thing
say
that
let
listen.
it stay on dead account though. I feel
I
like.
feel like it really depends. How inactive are they? Do they come on every once in a month, or they just bought it and then don't touch it? Because I feel like if they're not touching it at all, I feel like it should be removed after a
Yeah.
while. But if it's actively used at least once, maybe every year, at the very least, if it's even touched
Fuck it.
once,
Google rules. Google rules. Once every 2 years.
yeah, exactly that. Then yeah, let them keep the fucking name, especially if like for some reason suddenly they pop the fuck off. Because, like, the
Yeah.
Enderbite username is taken on YouTube, but it's a channel with 1 subscriber and literally it doesn't have shit on it.
Literally the fucking my username on Twitch is taken by a deleted channel.
Which is
How does
like,
that fucking work?
that's
It's
another
like
thing. Like, even the Ender username is deleted on YouTube, but, like, it's also straight up
also we're kind of
unavailable.
getting off topic.
Anyway,
We
we're
just
getting
kind
off
of
topic. This is kind of just dragged
we
on.
need to cut it.
We're probably gonna have to
We
cut
need to
this.
cut it.
Yeah. I feel like some of that is relevant because I am curious about that. But either way, this is
Yeah.
the end of the video. If you liked. If you want to subscribe,
Subscribe to
subscribe.
me. I'm better.
Don't
I'm
subscribe to
better.
his dumbass. Anyway, goodbye. Fuck you. Have a nice day. Just kidding.
He stole this idea from me, by the